That being said, I think that's really the mark of a good musician. When you write something new, you don't copy and paste from other people, because that's pretty much akin to just plagiarizing. You let other music inspire you, influence you, and you kind of make it your own, which is really, really cool. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a little bit of a break from Rush, and we're going to go on over to another band slash drummer that I have a lot of respect for. And I'm talking, of course, about James "The Rev" Sullivan and a little band called Avenged Sevenfold. You might have heard of them. Now, full disclosure, this is not the first time that I'm hearing this song. This is not the first time that I'm hearing this band, but it is the first time that I'm going to be watching this particular video, and the first time that I'm going to be listening and watching critically, kind of trying to digest everything that they're doing. Now, a little bit of a disclaimer, this is not going to be like most other reaction videos that are pretty much out there. I am going to be stopping the song a lot. There's going to be a lot of pauses. There's going to be a lot about me talking, because I'm going to provide not only a reaction but of an analysis of the things that I find really interesting and the things that I think that they're doing really well. So if you're somebody that finds that to be a little bit of annoying, you know, pausing the song and cutting it up just a little bit, just know that there's going to be a lot of that in this video. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I know you're waiting to hear the song, to hear the analysis, so let's get right into it. Okay, let's get the show on the road. I wonder if they're actually... Oh! What did they throw up there? I love sound checks, but the kick... That's freaking cool. That's the way to start a song right there. All right, so I know we've gotten through like 15 seconds of the song. I get it. I know. I'm sorry. Anyway, there's a few things that I want to talk about. Like, okay, so first of all, sound check is always, I thought it was always fun. And did you see like what they talk? He was like, what is the life of a rock star? The other day I was watching, I ran across this video where they were talking about, they like analyzed Almost Easy. It was Sinister Gates, and I think it might have been Zachy Vengeance. I'm not exactly sure who it was. It's been a while since I've seen it, but they were talking about the intro to the song. Obviously, for those of you guys that don't know, this was written by James "The Rev" Sullivan, which is like the main reason why I was super into A7X. I love the way the Rev plays. But anyway, that being said, James Sullivan is the one that actually wrote this song, and I was watching them that video, and they had footage of him like playing the melody on piano, and I always forget that he's such a gifted musician, the Rev, and he was playing the melody for the intro. And they were saying that they think, I can kind of hear similarities. I kind of went back and listened to it, but they think it was inspired by T2, the Terminator theme song. So they were saying they think it was inspired, and I can kind of hear similarities, but that being said, I think that's really the mark of a good musician. When you write something new, you don't copy and paste from other people, because that's pretty much akin to just plagiarizing. You let other music inspire you, influence you, and you kind of make it your own, which is really, really cool. And let's talk about that M Shadows hype moment. That was so cool. That's something that you can't get from listening to albums and stuff. Like, you go to the rock concerts, you're just gifted hype man. I can only imagine the feeling they got when he started singing. I love concerts. Unfortunately, I've never seen A7X, but it's on the bucket list. We got a little bit of it. They were talking about how this is like Latin influenced, but it's really rock at the same time. So that's really cool. That whole verse section, I think it's so cool because, you know, the guitars and bass I think are playing the exact same thing as they go through those two sections, but the Rev is playing like he's adding variation to the song by first playing like that Latin inspired groove, boom ka, 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 and then he goes to that, heavy like classic rock beat, boom ka, boom ka, boom. And I think it's so cool. I think it really helps the song kind of trudge along. I like that driving snare right there. I love those harmonies. And I love that they each actually sang their own harmonies on the album. M Shadows is such a good performer, Again, a little change of beat from the Rev. That's really, really cool moment. Okay, before we go on, I kind of want to talk about that chorus a little bit. But you've got that classic M Shadows, voice, and it's raspy. It's like thrashy. It's in your face. And then you've got the rest of the band providing the harmony. And I got a chance to hear just the harmony in and of itself without like accompaniment or anything like that, just the harmony by itself. And I heard each one of them sing it on their own, and they don't sound too bad individually. They'll be the first ones to tell you, oh, I'm terrible, I sound terrible, but as you hear the harmony, it's actually really, really nice. And I think it's so cool that they each did it, because I always worry about more poppy artists and how they're going to do like a lot of the stuff that they have in their tracks live. A lot of it's pre-recorded, but here each performer can layer their vocals live, and I think that adds so much to the live performance. Okay, before we jump into the first Sinister Gates solo, I know I'm pausing every so often, but there's just so many cool things happening, at least in my opinion. I really respect what a great musician the Rev was. And, I was watching this little kind of documentary where they were analyzing Almost Easy, and they were talking about how he was really proud of, that ride dome kind of thing that he goes, that he's got the pattern, and then he's got that, it's like a fill, but it's I don't know, it's kind of weird, but he's got the split ride part. We were talking about how proud he was of that because it's so different, and I like different. I really like different in terms of any kind of musician. When you think outside the box, especially drummers. My man James Sullivan, if you can hear me out there, you did a hell of a job with that little lick. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're approaching the bridge here, but a few things that I really want to talk about real quick was like props to Sinister Gates and all those guys, because they are one heck of a band. They are very talented musicians, and I've tried to play a total of one solo written by Sinister Gates in my entire life on electric guitar, and that's from Seize the Day, and it's the easier one of all of them. So Sinister Gates is playing some crazy stuff. So then we get to this like 6/4 measure, and Sinister Gates was talking about how he really couldn't feel it. So he was like walk into that beat one of the 6/4 measure, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and he would nail the notes that he was looking for right there. And he kind of like wasn't sure if he was playing it right, but he just kind of went along. Everybody else could feel it, but he really couldn't. But I just want to say that it came out really, really cool, because it's a different feel from where he started his solo up until the 6/4 bar, and I think he does a really, really good job. The Rev giving us some solid harmonies back there. I like the production behind this live show. I like the breath there. So as I watched this, I just mentioned about the whole production of the video and stuff like that, and there was a point where I wasn't exactly sure whether the audio was actually live, but there are a couple of things that I noticed as I watched it that tells me that they are live. Number one is there are some fills that the Rev does that aren't exactly like the recording, the studio recording. So that was one clue that kind of tipped me off into it, and it matches, what we're seeing on the video, number one. And then another thing is, I really, some people might not appreciate it, but M Shadows right now, he ran out of breath and he had to take a quick breath to get back in. But I really appreciate that kind of stuff, because that tells you that it's live. And I'm always of the opinion, why are you going to go watch these guys live to hear the same thing that you heard, that you can hear any day on the studio recorded version? I really like little inconsistencies like that. Another one, the guys in the background with their harmonies, they're like like really working to get those harmonies out. They're long harmonies, they have to hold them out for a long time. So I some people may call those imperfections, but I think those imperfections are what make a live show so great. I love the differences in apparel from like guy to guy. It really works. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That was actually, I didn't think I was gonna have as much fun as I did recording this one as I thought, because I've heard this song before several times. As a matter of fact, I think I played it to death when it first came out, because there's a huge stretch of time where I didn't even listen to it. But I think that really is a good thing, because now I can come back kind of fresh, more knowledgeable musically, and I can really take a look at it and really appreciate everything that they're doing back there. If you like the video, don't forget to hit that like button. I've gotten so much support in this series recently, and I can't thank you guys enough for all of the likes, all of the feedback. I have nothing but appreciation and gratitude for you guys. So yeah, if you liked it, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you really liked it and you want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to be doing a lot of this kind of stuff. And this is the first, kind of song that I've branched off. I've done 2 Rush reactions, and I had a lot of fun. This is a lot more modern, obviously, but I'd like to keep mixing it up, see a whole bunch of different things, learn from different genres, stuff like that. So subscribe if you want to see more content like this, reacting to different songs, and leave a comment down below on something that you think would be cool for me to kind of react to, kind of give my take, my analysis, etc., etc. But other than that, once again, thanks so much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.